Hello, my name is Valeria and this is a downward dog tutorial. We're going to go over some of the most common mistakes and how to fix them. Let's begin with the hands. Your hands have to be flat on the floor. Your fingers should be spread, but not your thumb so much that you overextend it. You want to have your thumb slightly in. Also, if you look at your hands, your middle fingers should be parallel to each other. Not out, not in. Try to keep them parallel. So once your hands are down on the floor, I want you to think of lizard hands. They're flat. The knuckles of the index and the thumbs are completely in contact with the floor. What tends to happen is that we let go of that flatness of the hand, and then this little tunnel begins to form on the inside of the hand. But what that does is that it brings all of the weight to the outside of your wrist, and that can produce pain on the wrist. It will also make your elbow bend and be pointing out towards the side, and it will also put pressure on the shoulder. So palms flat, fingertips spread out wide is the base of your arms in downward facing dog. On table pose, if we look down to the arms, I'm going to ask you to try this with me and begin rotating your arms out and in just to create that connection on your mind of how to rotate the arms from the shoulders to the wrists. Now, I want you to rotate your shoulders in a way that the inside of your elbows are pointing forward and your elbows are pointing towards your thighs. That will set you up for great alignment on downward facing dog. Let's try it out. With the palms flat, fingertips spread, arms are straight, elbows are pointing towards the thighs. Tuck your toes in slightly. Inhale. On the exhale, engage your abs and lift your knees 1 inch off the floor. Inhale one more time. On the exhale, push energy into the palms of your hands to help you push the floor away and start lifting your hips up towards the ceiling until your biceps frame your ears. See if you can push the floor from the shoulders, creating an extension on the spine. Look up at your hands and your elbows, pointing towards the middle of the line of the body. If your elbows at any point start to bend and pointing out, check if your hands are flat and then flatten them out. Bring your elbows in. Imagine that you're hugging a beach ball with your chest and push the floor away again. From downward facing dog here, now we're going to concentrate on the spine. It can happen that we either overarch the back or we arch the back, bringing the ribs and the hips a little closer and kind of looking like a scared cat, but on downward facing dog. We want to keep the spine straight by keeping the space between the ribs and the hips long, having the chest lifted, the abdomen always engaged to help protect the spine. Inhale, exhale. Take a break with me, lower your knees down to the floor, and you can always give your wrists a break at any point during class. Let's move on to where should your feet be when you are in downward facing dog. There's a lot of times when at the beginning of yoga practice, we don't know where the feet go. They're too close in, they're too far out, and it's very hard to create the right alignment if the feet are not on the right position. Let's do this together. Let's go into tabletop pose. And from tabletop, extend both feet for plank pose. Shoulders are over your wrists. Your feet are together. Your head is in alignment with the spine. Inhale. On the exhale, bring your lower abdomen towards your spine, starting to lift the hips up and push the floor away, transitioning into downward facing dog. Now your feet are together here, and that's where your feet should be. So from plank to downward dog, and that's where the line of the feet should be. Now here the feet are together. You can always have your feet hip distance apart. Whatever feels best for your body. Let's go over
the legs. At the beginning, you can always start with your knees bent and work in the alignment on the upper body. With time and with repetition, you may start lowering the heels down to the floor. And in order to do that, you can practice bending one knee, inhaling and using the exhale to release the heel a little closer to the floor. And then switch on and on. So alignment on downward facing dog. Palms are flat on the floor. Arms are straight. Imagine you're hugging a beach ball. You're pushing the floor away from the shoulders. Use your lower abdomen to extend the back. And we try and extend the legs over time. Lower your knees down. Child's pose. And slowly come back up. Keep in mind that it takes time to develop the flexibility and the strength for this specific pose, and that is why it is part of the warm-up or the sun salutation in all of the classes, because it stretches the whole body and it strengthens the whole body as well. Give it time, practice, take pictures, take videos of yourself doing yoga poses so you can recognize the alignment that you have on the poses. Let us know if this was helpful. Send us a message if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.